Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm gonna talking about language and why I'm learning about a lot of language. Actually, I was thinking talk about these topics on just videos on my channel, but why I did decided to talk in YouTube live because it will be a long talk. I mean, it will be so long, like 1 hour, 2 hour, like this. I don't know. So just yes. So anyway, I'm gonna talking about language and why I'm learning a lot of language and after the topic, I will say and I'm gonna talk important things to learn language. So let's get started. And first of all, why I'm learning a lot of language? Because first, if I can speak English and if I understand English sentence, I mean English newspaper, English. For example, when I talk with a foreigner, this language is English, right? So if I can speak English, I can talk with so many people. So that's why I'm learning English still. But then why I'm learning another language too? Because for example, I'm learning except English, Turkish, Germany, Italy, Indonesian, and Portuguese, Spanish, Korean, Russian, like this. Because English is in the world use language basically English, almost country. But sometimes, I mean, for example, in Turkish people can't speak English almost I heard. I'm not sure what. For example, if I did learn only English, when I talk with the Turkish people can't speak English. When this time we can't talk, right? And when I talk with the Turkish people, we can't talk. So that's why I'm learning another language too. Because if I know Turkish language, I can talk with the Turkish people too. And of course, this pattern I can say to so many country, another country too. So that's why I'm learning so many languages. And in the future, I want to be a polyglot, multilingual. Yes. So that's why I'm learning language. And actually, this is a reason of one, and number two reason is if I know so many language, I can get so many information. For example, Japanese news and American news, European news, and Asian news like this. And for example, in America, for example, it's not real. For example, in America, they do some problem, but this news, if I didn't know English, I can't get to when this time. If I know English well, I can get the information and I can read the newspaper in English. Of course, another newspaper too. If I know Germany language skill, if I have a Germany language skill, I can read this newspaper in Germany too. So anyway, if I know so many language skill, anyway, I can get so many information in the world. So this is a good point, I think. And yes, because I'm learning so many language from that by reason. Yes, so that's why I'm learning. And actually, when I learning a language, I think, for example, Portuguese and Spanish is look like similar. Maybe I think Italy, French like this too. So, for example, if I'm learning Portuguese or Spanish, I can understand a little bit. For example, if I'm learning Portuguese, I can understand a little bit Spanish too, because it sounds like look like similar. For example, in Portuguese, de nada is in Spanish, de nada, like this. Spell is the same, or maybe same, and sounds like pronunciation is a little bit different, but sounds like similar. So if I know Portuguese, I can understand Spanish people say things, and if I know Spanish, I can understand Portuguese say things. So I mean, for example, when I talk with Brazil people or Portuguese people, if I can talk with them, I mean Brazil people, Portuguese people, Portugal people, I'm not sure, but I might can talk with Spanish people a little bit, because it sounds like similar. Of course, the pronunciation and use the word is so different, but yeah, I think so. I guess that's why I'm learning so many languages, and I want to be polyglot in the future. Yes. And next, important things to learn language. Actually, when I learning a language, I'm always carrying important things. For example, I don't harder study. I don't know how can I say, but anyway, for example, if I decided to learn 2 hour to 4 hour, I can't do it every day, because I don't like study. So always I thinking, how can I continue to learn language, and how can I continue to study? I'm always thinking about it, because if um, if the plan I couldn't continue, it's not good and it's not has me, I think. So for example, if I wanna continue to learn language, I don't decide the rule, like some rule. For example, I have to study 2 hours to 4 hours. I have to study 30 minutes every day. I don't have the load for study language. And anyway, important things is one is to continue. To continue is important. So if you don't like study, so hard study, I mean 2 hours to 4 hours like this. If you don't like this style, I think you don't have to do if you don't like it. So anyway, I recommend to listen music, music of English, like this, because English is first can practice of listening, and if after you say repeat, you can practice of pronunciation in English. So listening and output pronunciation practice, and yes, actually, how can I say? How can I hard to explain? But anyway, I recommend it because in Japanese style, I think it's not all, but just it's my opinion. I think Japanese style is just right, and just listening, just anyway like this. And I think Japanese English word is sounds like polite. Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Of course, I'm not native, so I'm not native of English, so I'm not sure, and I can't say well. But when I talk with foreigner of English, I don't hear not much like this sentence. For example, hello, how are you? What's up? Like this. So not always how are you. And anyway, to learn difference between to learn alone and to learn with a foreigner, and to learn talk with a foreigner. I think many different. Actually, I didn't talk about the topic in another videos on my channel. First, if you learn if you learn the language in alone, you can't learn pronunciation of a native. Because, for example, eraser. Eraser is when I before when I talk with a foreigner, I'm always say elasa like this. But I was thinking it's a good pronunciation. I'm always pencil elasa. I'm always say like this. But when I talk with a foreigner, I found wrong. It's not elasa. Its correct pronunciation is eraser, and like this. So I think if you learn by alone, you can't find wrong, and by any chance, if any chance, you have to learn again, like me. So I recommend if you wanna grow up of a skill of talk in English, talk in another language. I recommend to talk with a native speaker. So I mean, for example, if you wanna learn about Russian language, you can make a friend of Russian, or you make a conversation with Russian people, because they are native speakers, so 100% is correct, I think. And actually, I think about so many foreigner. They learning Japanese, but always hear おはようございます。ありがとうございます。Like this. Of course, it's good and it's not wrong, but sounds like polite. I mean, I wanna say we have like a slang, like each other country. Even any country has like slang, and I think speaking the difference on area in some area. For example, in Japan, you say 方言, like 関西弁、博多弁、東京弁、大阪弁、東北弁, like this. So I don't know. I don't know well about. I guess in America, in Russian, in European, in African, I guess it has a difference between it has difference pronunciation in your country too, I guess. So for example, in Japan, if you wanna came Osaka from Japan, you can make Japan Osaka, because if you came to Japan Osaka, but if you made Hokkaido friends. I don't know. I'm not sure, but if any chance the Hokkaido person teach to you accent of Hokkaido. I'm not sure, but if any chance this pattern, you should think. So anyway, first important things is to make your learning with native language partner. If you wanna learn Russian language, you can make Russian people. If you wanna learn Indonesian, you can make Indonesian person. I think, because for to be speak correct accent, correct pronunciation, correct was correct slang. Anyway, I think it's good, but it is just my opinion, so I don't force you. So it's just my opinion, but yes. So like this, and I think when I learning a language. When I learning a language, I can find like a personality, or character other country. For example, I don't care about it, but Japanese people, according to foreigner, many times say sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm really sorry. I like this. I'm not sure. Maybe if any chance, only me. But anyway, Japanese people using English is sorry, I like this. And of course, English native speaker is like another word, and we have some character. So you can learn personality of the person, and you can find new things, new how to think. You might can learn. And I'm really sorry for bad skill of English, and I'm nervous now, so I'm really not good for pronunciation. I'm really sorry. Maybe like these things for an essay. I'm really sorry. Yes, but anyway, I think even every country, I think very kind to everyone. I think very kind, so easy for talk, and easy to learn language. Oh, of course, language is so hard, I think, but people is so nice, I think. So that's why easy for language. But sometimes in particular American sometimes in American people say English is how do you say? It's very strong accent. Like how do you say? Roaring tongue. I don't know, but like this. Like, I can't say well. I had to explain, but anyway, so roaring tongue. I think I feel so sometimes. Yes. Thank you for watching this video. Do you have if you have a question, please say. I have a time. Okay, then today too, I will sing a song. Okay. Oh, thank you. Do you learning? Do you learn? If you have while learning Japanese language, you can comment and please say to me anytime. I'm not a Japanese teacher, but I wanna help. I wanna help foreigner to learn Japanese language, and I wanna share knowledge of Japanese to you. So if you have a problem, please teach me. Yes. If you don't have like some comment, actually I will finish the YouTube live. Okay. Bye.